Hello everyone, I am Baltmatrix, and it is time to combine some robots. We have Rex Kaiser, Frozen Tiger, Magma Kilo, Thunder T-Rex, and Burning Sarah. All of these combine into Rex Kaiser D6. You might be wondering where the sixth one is. Well, if you've watched my Rex Kaiser review, you will know that there is a car that forms the head of Rex Kaiser. That's actually counted in this mode because it is technically its own figure. We're going to start off with Mr. T-Rex here, and first we're going to unpeg the, claws, fold them up, and smush these guys together. Then we're going to come to the backpack and slide the backpack off. Oh, gotta go down like that. Push that down. Then take the arms and transform the arms like we're going to transform the figure into its tank mode. So fold the arms back. If you pop a ball joint, it's fine. They go right back on. Turn those up like that. Flip that forward. And then collapse those down. And we peg in the claws and connect them up. Once the claws are connected, we fold the shoulders up and peg them into place. Like that. Then we're going to take the head and we're going to fold the head up like this, just to get it out of the way. Then come down to the legs, smushy the legs together, fold up the gold bits, and then fold up the toes like that. And leave these white bits here, fold those in. Then we're going to take this guy and pop this part off. This will peg into this section here. Gotta fold these up like that. And this will peg in over here. And there, we've got one of the arms ready to go like that. That's going to be arm number 1. Grabbing Burning Sarah, or Burning Tricera, or whatever the heck I keep calling it. Pull off the backpack, or shield, pull off the pylons. Take the head, fold it all the way forward. Take this white piece, fold it all the way forward. Grab the arms, and transform the arms into the treads. So turn them around, and flip them like that. And then take that section and fold it up and snap it into place in the armpit. Like that. And do the same thing on the other side. And like that. Okay. Now we come down to the legs. Fold the feet in. Combine them up. Like that. And then, since it's going to be the combined mode's right arm, turn it like that, and then turn this whole section like this. Next, we'll take the shield, and there are these black pieces. They will actually peg into what are the shins or the knees of the robot mode. So getting this pegged in, just snap that in place, and then the horns will snap down onto the middle. And then we're just about done. Fold out what are the fists, or should be, are considered like fingers right here on the sides of the snout. And then take the pylons, these guys, and push the one all the way out. The other one will peg in behind it. And this will peg in right here. So then we've got this kind of pile driver thing going on here. So that is the other arm. To attach the new arms to Rex Kaiser, first come to the back and pull off the guns, straighten out the arms and turn them so that the fists are pointing inwards. Close up those claws, unpeg the arms, and then flip them backwards. Oop, that got stuck. And bring that back. And then do the same thing on the other side. Down, straight down, close that up, bring it back, and smush these guys together. Now, on the inside of each armpit is this black piece that connects to the actual arm. What you do is you push in and you rotate it like that to get the connector. Now, I've found that if you can't do it with your finger, just grab something that's plastic and that you can get some leverage on and get it in there, and it will rotate. But my copy is pretty easy to just do it with your thumbs. Now, the backpack components, collapse the gun, collapse the connector bit, and then these will peg into the legs. There's a slot up here and a connector down there. So that piece slots in and gets connected in down there. And I've already done both legs. So we're going to connect some arms now. First up is T-Rex, and the directions say lean the actual connector out a bit, and then this will slide right down on top. And it does require a little bit of force, and we'll do that to the other one. And we've given him some new arms. And if you're wondering, yes, this has made the figure quite top-heavy. Next up is Frozen Tiger. We're going to get to the feet next. Pull off all the accessories like so. And then transform the feet and the legs into the tiger. Fold those up, close those up, and then grab your little pieces and snap them on like that. All right, turn it around. Next, we're going to take the arms and transform them like we're going to have it in vehicle mode. So we'll slide that and then put that up like that. And then turn the arms around and down such that we can peg the blue pegs into these black connectors like this. So we need to get it lined up so that these can be pegged in like so. All right. Now, according to the directions, we actually want the knees to be bent a little bit. So we want them to be bent just enough so that everything lines up like this. And then we can take the coin and flip it all the way out. And then the swords will peg into these spots that are at the front of the tiger. So this is kind of the way we want it. Trying to get it to be flat, because if it isn't, it's going to be weird. So there we go. So that's foot number one. We'll deal with this part later. Next is Ankylo, and this is just going to be much easier if we do it from tank mode. Start off with, bring the legs up and slide them up like that. Unpeg the treads and point them down like this at an angle. Grab the coin and flip it all the way down as far as it'll go. Reach underneath, grab the head, and flip it up back into place. Take the little chest piece that has already been folded out and then fold that out a little bit more like that. Close the chest like you're returning the figure to robot mode. Come down to the treads and flip these orange flaps up. And when you do that, they can then peg into the chest like that. Let's do that on the other side. Oh, those are tight. Like that. And then collapse the arms up like this. Then grab the coin and the entire section that's connected to the coin and fold it up over the head and make sure it's just flopped back like that. And it looks like you're supposed to be able to peg these arms into it, but you can't. There's nowhere to peg into it. So then we've got the foot. So we've got the flat part here, and then we've got these panels acting as the heel. So it'll sit like that. Now, we take this guy, and we've got to convert it into its like little cannon mode. Grab the mace, and then find on these spines, we specifically want that piece that's a connector. And that will connect right up here at the snout of the ankylosaurus mode. And there we have the next foot. And don't worry, we'll deal with the shield in a minute. All right, for the feet, we come to each shin, and right here, push down and flip out a peg. And we're going to do that on each side because this is what the shields are going to peg, or these are the spots the shields are going to peg into. Now we take a foot, turn the foot completely around like that so that the heel is pointing forward. And then each foot is going to drop down on one of the bots. And there's a connector port right there at the tip of the toe. So get that foot down, slide it in, and snap it into place. And then do the same thing with Senor Tiger. Get that in there and snap it down. And then finally, we just peg in the shields onto both of those pegs. A little hard to see what I'm doing here, though. So that's the Ankylo shield, and here is Frozen Tiger's shield. And this is everything that I hoped it would be. It's absolutely stupid and just wonderful. I love it. I can't say anything negative about it, except it is a bit fiddly. And the joints on Rex Kaiser don't work the best. In this case, they're fine with the figure as it is, but then adding all this extra weight makes things a little rough. But otherwise, yeah, it's pretty neat. I do like this quite a bit. It's so stupid. He essentially put on bigger arms and shoes. Yeah, it's so dumb. I love how stupid this is, but it's a combiner. It is totally a combiner. It would have been a little bit more G1 accurate if Tiger and Ankylo formed actual legs and not shoes, but I'm fine with what we've got here. I'm absolutely fine with this. Posability is a little bit odd because things on this thing are pretty heavy. Shoulders work fine, though. I mean, you've got a decent range of movement, but you've got giant tank bits in the way. In the case of T-Rex, you've got an extra elbow joint there, and then you've got grippy claws, which is nice. I do like that. For Tricera, though, you're limited to the hips. The knees are all the way extended, and you'd have to turn the whole thing around in order to get extra posability, or the same posability that you have with a T-Rex, but I'm okay with this. I mean, he's just going to hit you real hard with a pile driver, so that's fine. Legs suffer quite a bit because of the extra weight, but the ratchets do hold it, so, I mean, it takes a bit to move them. The big problem, though, is with the bulkiness of these feet, especially coming off the back, you're not given the amount of room, or there's too much room taken up by the heel section in order for you to be able to pull off some more dynamic poses. But I will try. There, that works. I think that works pretty well. That'll definitely fit on a shelf. The top shelf probably, but a shelf nonetheless. Yeah, I think that works. The thing I don't like is all the coins hanging off the back, especially on the arms. There's nothing I can do about that. I mean, that's just the nature of the figures. Nothing we really can do about that. Overall, I am quite happy. Size-wise, it's a bit bigger than Prime. Hold on, let me get a Titan. Though it is still smaller than a Titan. Now, what's next for Miniforce? Well, there are a couple more figures coming. 3 specifically. We've got Storm Terra, we've got a shark, and something called Blast Giganto, which is a retool of this guy, of T-Rex. So those will then combine with this. Specifically, Terra will replace the connectors at the arms and give it a little bit more wider stance and wings, and then Giganto and the shark will merge together to form a sword that is as big as the figure. So look forward to that, I guess. And you can look forward to that by subscribing to my channel. Also, be sure to hit that bell. If you've already hit that bell and you're not getting notification, unsubscribe from the channel and then just resubscribe, and that'll fix that. Let me know what you all think of Giant Rex Kaiser D6 down in the comments. Thank you all for watching. I have been Baltmatrix, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.